In the bustling city of Lagos, there lived a beautiful woman named Adiora. She was well known by all who saw her. A slim figure, radiant smile, and grateful manner were the things of admiration. Adiora's beauty captured the heart of Obi, a young man who was well respected in their community. Obiora was tall, confident, and had a way with words that could charm anyone he spoke to. It didn't take long for him to fall in love with Adiora, and soon they were married in a grand celebration that took place in the heart of Lagos. The early years of their marriage were filled with love and laughter. Obi would come home every evening with flowers, sweet words, and the promise of a future together. Adiora in return took care of their home and loved her husband deeply. After some time, they began their family. Adiora gave birth to their first child, and then another one, and another, until there were 4 children running around their home. With each pregnancy, Adiora's body changed. She gave up her time to take care of her children, and in the process, her body grew fuller, but her heart still beat with the same love for her family. However, as years passed, something began to shift in Obi. The man who once admired Adiora now found himself disappointed by the changes in her body. One evening, as Adiora was preparing dinner for the children, Obi entered the kitchen and stared at her. He didn't smile. "Adiora," he said in a cold tone, "you have changed. You don't look the same as when I married you. Your body is not as it used to be. You are too big now." Adiora's heart sank. She paused, feeling as thought that the hair had been knocked out of her. "What do you mean, Obi?" He waved his hand dismissively. "Look at yourself. You need to stop eating too much and do something about this. You can't expect me to be attracted to you like this." The words struck Adiora's heart. She had given everything to this family, and yet it felt like it wasn't enough. The husband she loved so much now seems to see her as less because her body has changed. From that day, Obi's words continued to hurt Adiora. He would make cruel comments, sometimes in front of others, teasing her about her appearance. The neighbors too began to gossip, and Adiora began to withdraw from the world. She no longer felt the joy in her heart that once made her shine. But one day, a wise woman named Mama Gloria came to visit. Mama Gloria was known for her wisdom and ability to see through the surface to the truth beneath. "Adiora, my child," Mama Gloria said as she sat beside her, "why do you let these words trouble your heart? Don't you know that you are more than your body?" Adiora looked at her, tears weeping up in her eyes. "I have tried, Mama Gloria, but Obi doesn't see me that same way anymore. I feel invisible." Mama Gloria gently placed her hand on Adiora. "You are never invisible, my dear. You are the mother of his children and the heart of your home. Your worth is not the size of your body, but in the love, strength, and resilience you carry within you. You must learn to see your own beauty, and when you do, others will see it too." The words struck Adiora deeply. For the first time in a long time, she felt a glimmer of hope. That night, she made a decision. She would no longer try to change herself for Obi or anyone else. She would embrace who she was, and in doing so, rediscover her own strength. Adiora began to focus on herself in small, meaningful ways. She took walk by the beach when the children were asleep, enjoying the feel of the cold evening breeze on her face. She wore clothes that made her feel confident and beautiful, not to impress anyone, but to remind herself that she was worthy. Days passed, and Adiora felt the shift within her. She was no longer weighed down by Obi words. She was strong, powerful, and beautiful in her own right. One evening, as Adiola prepared for a community event in her own children's school, she dressed in a gown that made her feel like a royalty. She walked into the living room, and Obi, who was watching TV, looked up. Adiola, is that really you? He asked, his voice full of surprise. She stood tall, her head held high. Yes, Obi, it's me. The same Adiola, but now I see myself for who I truly am, and I will no longer hide my words behind your words. Obi was silent for a long moment, his guilt washing over him. He realized how wrong he had been and how much pain he had caused. That night, he sat beside Adiola and said, I am sorry. I have been blind to what truly matters. I see you now, Adiola. I see you for the incredible woman you are. Adiola smiled softly. It is not about what you see, Obi. It is about what I see in myself. I have learned to love myself again, and that is enough. From that day on, Obi's action began to change. He supported Adiola not because of how she looked, but because he now understood the depth of her strength and worth. Their relationship grew stronger, built on respect, love, and appreciation. Adiola became an inspiration to others, reminding them that beauty comes in many forms and that self-worth is not defined by the opinions of others. Dear viewers, remember that true beauty is not defined by the outward appearance, but by the strength, love, and confidence you hold within. Your worth is not determined by the opinion of others, but by how you see and appreciate yourself. Never let anyone's words dismiss your value, for you are powerful and beautiful just as you are. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe. And to all our returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support. It truly means the world to us. And if this is your first time here, welcome to Jane's Stories and Folktale. Hit that subscribe button to join our amazing community and enjoy more incredible stories. See you in my next one. Bye.